Hello, so today I'm back to show you guys two new luxury items that I got recently. One of them I recorded when I recorded my Coach unboxing, but I had to re-record it. Basically, I've fallen victim of the extreme price increase of luxury items and the also extreme quality decrease of the same said luxury item that now costs so much more than it ever did before. And so I have to re-record that one item, and then I have to show you another item that I got for my birthday, which was May 20th. I'm now 39 years old. Anyways, so let's get into the first item that was supposed to be for Valentine's Day / Mother's Day for my boo. Story behind this item is I went to a Maxwell concert back in 2019, and I got up from my seat after the concert was over, left my bag on the ground at my seat, walked out the auditorium or stadium, immediately realized, oh shit, I left my bag. We turned back around. By the time I got back to my seat, my luxury bag was gone, and every luxury small leather good inside my bag was gone. My ID was gone, my driver's license, my military ID, my credit cards, debit cards, everything gone. So when my boo decided that he wanted to get me something, I was like, what do I want? I didn't really know what I wanted. But then I was thinking, I've never replaced my Louis Vuitton clay. I kind of miss it. Let's get into the clay that I got and the date that I got it, because that's very important in this story. So what I got came in this box, and it came with a bag as well. I like that I still got that same luxury experience even though it was purchased online. It came with a small little bag since it is a small luxury good. But I did this unboxing before, so I didn't put this back exactly how it was. But the next thing in the box is the receipts and everything else that it comes with. And so in the receipt folder, we have a couple of different things. We have the Louis Vuitton textile card with like the SKU. Then we have the Louis Vuitton exchange information, return and exchange information. And please ignore my nails, I know they're atrocious. Anyways, the last thing it came with was the receipt. So let me cover up everything I need to cover up. And so it was bought March 27th, and now it's June. So this is the receipt. And as you can see on the receipt, I replaced my clay, also known as a key pouch. One thing to know about the clays or key pouches, back in 2014 when I first purchased it, it was $198. So with taxes, it was about $200. Now the clays or key pouches are now $325 before taxes, okay? Look at that price increase, $198 to $325. So you would think I'm gonna get something that's better quality than what I had in 2014 that I lost in 2019. Anyways, let's keep going. So there's also this little paper in here that has my address. We're gonna take that out. And then there's the bow it came with, which I wasn't about to wrap back on there. On the bow, there was this card that he could have wrote a note on. He probably didn't know about that, so he didn't do all that. So anyways, now the box is empty and we have my actual clay. Let's get into it. So it's a drawer box, and then there's two more textile cards. At first I thought they were the exact same thing, but they're not. One textile card says exterior coated fabric and interior is calfskin, and that's what this card looks like. I don't know if it's gonna focus. Next card says made in USA of imported materials and components. And so that's this card. Then we have our dust bag, and we open it up to our brand new clay. So when you open the clay, it comes with this card, and back in the day I never used to come with this card because I've bought a couple of clays back in the day. It comes with this card that says Louis Vuitton attached to the D-ring. And then I think it also has a SKU on the inside. Let's take that off and let's talk about this piece of trash that they mailed me. And I literally, when I tell you disappointed, I can't even tell you how disappointed I am in this. And yeah, I didn't purchase it with my own money, but I don't even like the fact that my boo spent his money on this. Like, it's literally feels fake. It feels like trash. It does not feel like something that is $325. It doesn't even feel like something that was the old price of $198. This literally feels like something that should be sold on Amazon for $25 or less. Anyways, let's get into it. It looks pretty much exactly the same, but feels absolutely different. So it's a lot more rough than the clays used to be. Canvases are not soft, they're not buttery soft, but they're also not super rough. They have an in-between material that they just feel good, or they used to feel good. Like this one right here feels so different. When I feel this compared to this, it feels completely different. They definitely are using a lot cheaper material than they used to. So that was my first issue. And when I showed it to my mom, the first thing she said was, "Is this fake?" Like, do you know how crazy that is? To think that my boo paid $325 for something that my mom thought immediately was fake based upon the way it felt. And then another issue I have with it is there are white spots on this that just don't come off. And I don't know if you'll be able to see this white spot because it is super small, but it's underneath my nail. And like you can try to rub it off, but you can't really get the white spot off. Here you can see the white spots that are on this brand new clay. There's a white spot down towards the corner of the clay. There's a white spot in the middle, and there's also a white spot on the interior of the clay. I'm guessing that the clay is actually peeling. Brand new and peeling. This zipper has resistance to it. It's not buttery soft at all. I don't know if you can tell the resistance that there is on the zipper. It's just not buttery at all. Like, the zipper pisses me off. And then the last thing that pisses me off the most is the stitching. You can see through the stitching. You can see the light through the stitching, and I'll have to do an actual separate video showing you that because I don't know if you can see that in this video, but I'll see if you can. So this is the way Louis Vuitton stitched this clay together. You can see completely through the stitching. It's so loosely stitched, so poorly stitched. How is this even considered a luxury item? To be able to see through the stitching has to be way too loose, meaning that eventually this is gonna fall apart. Most luxury items can be bought vintage because they are made so well. You can buy a vintage Louis Vuitton bag that's 20, 30, 40 years old. Same with Chanel. At this point, the way they are making these items, this won't last maybe not even 10 years because this stitching is eventually going to come even more loose than already is, especially if you are a daily user of an item like this. This will absolutely come apart. So my dilemma is, I've had clays before. I wasn't as excited about this as maybe I would be something else, so I didn't open it right away. This was ordered March 27th, so it probably got to me within a week, but I didn't open it till the first or second week of May. By the time I opened it and inspected it, I could not return it. I could not exchange it. It had already been past the amount of time that they give you for exchanging and returns. I'm stuck with an item that I don't like, that I think is really bad quality, and that I feel like my boo paid way too much for such a bad quality item. I can't get over this zipper. It's probably just gonna sit in the box unused until I figure out what I wanna do with it. One thing I wanna say is if you are buying anything from Louis Vuitton or any of these fashion houses, go in store, feel it out, look, especially with the clays, look at the stitching, squeeze it together, look at the stitching, see if you can see through the actual stitching on your clay or any bag that you're getting. Look at it, feel it, and if anything, maybe ask for another one. See if it's a flaw that's on every single item. If you can't go in store and there is no Louis Vuitton near you, when you order it, look at it and inspect it right away so that if you need to return it, you can return it within the return time. Please don't expect that since you're paying more, the quality is gonna match what you're paying, because it absolutely will not, and this is my lesson. So we're gonna get into the next thing, and this is something that I got for my birthday that is also going to be returned. Well, my other item can't be returned, but this will be because it's within the return period. So this is a birthday gift from my boo, and this was also ordered from the Coach website. Now, this Coach bag, I got it from Amazon. It did not come with a Coach bag or Coach box. I was like, okay, cool. but it did come with a dust bag just like this. This was ordered from the Coach website. I expected a bag, or I expected a box. I expected something more than what I got from Amazon, especially because it was ordered directly from the Coach website, and still I only got a dust bag. Like, why am I not getting a box at least? I see everyone in their boxes and I did not get a box. Do I gotta go in store to get a box? Why are these things so expensive and they're not giving you the experience to go with the expense? Anyways, so this bag came with this Coach card, and that was the only thing it came with. It didn't even come with the receipt. So I have to get the receipt from him, like the online receipt, to return it because it didn't come with one. This is the bag I got, loves. Now this bag, I'm not gonna lie, is gorgeous. It's supposed to be a bluish gray. I think this color is so perfect for everyday use, and that's what I was looking for. I was looking for an everyday bag. I was looking for something to replace this bag right here, something a little larger, something that could fit 2 phones, 2 cameras, 2 of everything. I like to carry a lot of stuff. So yeah, I was looking for a big bag. The bag that I decided on is the Tabby 33 quilted in gray, and I believe they have the 33 in this color as well as black on black, and this is the gray on gray with silver hardware. Another thing to know about this bag is during my birthday, which was during Memorial Day weekend, this bag was on sale. So the MSRP on this bag is $725, which was the normal price. Let's see if it zooms in on that. It was $725. And my boo got it for about 500 something. So he got it for at least $200 less than the MSRP. So he got it on sale, which obviously we were both excited about. I love the fact that this looks so much like a Chanel double flap, but almost kind of looks better because the C is so large, but still classy, still effortless, still everyday type bag. So it has beautiful quilting to look at. It has a Coach tag on the side. Now my issue with this bag is the leather does not feel supple. The leather does not feel like a thick quilt like Chanel bag. It definitely has a thicker quilt to it. This bag gives off paper to me. I don't know if you can hear this. And I have my fan up loud, so it's gonna be hard to hear. But when I rub my hand up against this, it's giving paper. It's giving paper thin leather. It's giving, it can be torn very easily or snagged very easily. I don't like that. I don't like the fact that the leather does not feel the way I expected it to feel. Now, it's not an expensive bag, so this might not be something that bothers you. And I don't want this to be something that deters you from buying this bag because I don't like the way the leather feels. Because at the same time, it's not a $5,000 bag. It's $500 something. So maybe my expectation of the leather, which is Napa leather, is just too high. But for me personally, I just don't like the sound of the leather or the way the leather feels, and the fact that the quilting isn't as thick and supple as I expected. And then when you compare it to this bag, to me, this bag, you can see it's squishy. Quilting is a lot thicker, like way thicker than the actual leather bags. And that's what I was expecting in a leather bag, was the same quilting but in leather as the denim. And it's not as thick, it's not as supple, it does not feel the same quality as the denim bag. So if you have the denim bag, don't expect the same thing. That was my first issue when I was like, okay, I think I'm gonna return it. The second issue, which verified the fact that I was like, okay, I'm 100% returning this bag, is the interior. Why is the interior of this bag almost white? It's a super light gray to the point where it looks white. Imagine using this every day, how dirty the inside of this bag is going to look and get. So this is the first flap that's in the bag. I love the fact that it's so large, so much could fit in this. I don't even have to show you what fits in it because everything can. But the lining I do not like at all, and the lining is the same for the entire part of this bag. So let's look at the interior compartments. As far as the lock is very secure. You can see once you get it into the hole, it doesn't budge. You have to really pull on it to get it open. So the lock is very high quality to me. When you open the bag, there's a secret pocket right here. You can see it has a brown button closure to close that little secret pocket, and then it has the Coach tag right there on that pocket. And then it has this large compartment. Once again, it has this light lining, which I don't like. So I don't see why they couldn't just use the same leather all throughout the bag. That would have been perfect, and that would have made it so that I could use this and see this as an everyday bag. But with light lining, I do not see this as an everyday bag, and that's what I'm looking for. Then there's a zipper compartment. This zipper is more buttery than my Louis Vuitton. When my Louis Vuitton is a tiny little thing for $300, and this is a big bag for $500 and something. And then there's another compartment after this one, and then another compartment. And once again, with that light lining all throughout the entire bag. So that's 1 in the front, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 compartments. There's so many compartments in this bag. I'm not gonna lie, I love this bag. I wish I could keep it. I wish I could love it even more, to the point where I could see myself using it as an everyday bag. But my only 2 issues is the leather isn't as supple as I thought it would feel. It feels a little bit too paperish to me, and the interior color will not work for me as far as an everyday bag. I love the look of this bag. I cannot deny the fact that I love the look. It's just not something that I will keep because of the issues I told you about. But if those things don't bother you and you love the price point, because the price point is wonderful, definitely get this bag. I mean, other than those 2 things, those 2 issues that I found, this bag is absolutely gorgeous, and I'm kind of sad that I'm going to return it. But I got a bag already to replace this bag, so I know that I need to return it. Like, there's no point in me keeping it when I already have a bag to replace it that's the same size, that has the same look, but is a different designer. Thank you guys for watching. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, loves.